Hello, this is Juniper of Sola V Studio, and welcome to my backyard. Loving sacrifice. What does that mean? Friday is the day of Venus, and in the anthroposophical world, Friday is also in the Eightfold Path, which is Buddhist, kind of, but in the anthroposophical world, today is the day of loving sacrifice. So I started thinking about that. And the sacrifices that, what most often comes to mind for me is the sacrifices that we make or the compromises that we make because we love someone. I've been spending a lot of my time lately driving my daughter here and there and here and there because bus service isn't great. There's certain, I don't really want her walking from her high school to the downtown bus station at night after dark, because that's when there's more questionable characters walking around downtown, and they may or may not be, oh, how would you say that nicely? Their use of substances is, in my experience, more prevalent in the evening hours than they are in the daytime. So that's not something I really want her to experience as a small and cute young woman walking around with a lot of things. Oftentimes she'll have soccer gear, she'll have her school books, she'll have her instrument, she'll have all these things that she needs to get from here to there. So, in an effort to keep her happy, because I've noticed that when there is part of the school year where she just has homework to do, she's definitely not as happy. And yes, right now she's been so tired, but being so active and being so social makes her really happy. And in an effort to make that all possible for her and provide a level of safety for her that I feel comfortable with, makes it so I drive her a lot. Makes it so I sit outside on cold aluminum bleachers for a couple hours and watch her play soccer, so she feels supported. So that's just one of the loving sacrifices that that people do for one another. There's many, many forms of it. Sometimes it's a way to avoid conflict. Sometimes it's a way to be of service to others. Sometimes, but loving sacrifice also, what I was thinking about today for myself, it's things that I can give up doing that are for my greater good, but they're things that I still enjoy to do. I enjoy watching TV and movies, but that takes up time. And that time I can use for a lot of other things. So a loving sacrifice to myself could be to cut back the amount of time I spend with the screen and do something else. I have a huge pile of books that I want to read. I have, a lot of my projects I can do while watching TV. But some of them, I find the TV too distracting. It ends up just being background or white noise. So just a few thoughts on loving sacrifice and what that means for us as we enter, I think it's officially today that Venus is in retrograde, and today is the day of Venus, Friday. The color is green, so it also has to do with the heart chakra. How do we love ourselves? What can we lovingly give up to better serve ourselves? As a side note, one of the ways that I'm hoping to lovingly care for myself is I have coming in the mail today some rosehip oil and a gua sha stone for my face. So I'm hoping to treat myself with facial massages in the evenings, just to see what kind of rejuvenating effects I can get. But making the time for that is going to take time from something else. So we'll see how all of that fits in. But in an effort to make a loving sacrifice for myself, to take a little bit better care of myself, I'm going to make it happen. And something else will have to give. So, loving sacrifice. What is that for you? How does that look like in your world? Blessings on your day.